Hey guys, my name's FlickarrowInc. I'm starting this channel with my friend Dark Arrow, and basically I'm just going to be doing a couple of Redstone tutorials here and there, and I might be joining him for a couple of different maybe map spotlights or something. We haven't really worked it out yet, but he's going to be doing a lot of let's plays of different games that he just finds on his desktop. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that I can teach you something today, because basically the reason why I'm doing this is because when I was learning Redstone and I didn't know anything, the tutorials I found on YouTube were great to start off with, but one thing that they didn't do was they didn't tell me how I could use Redstone in more advanced situations. Like, I'll show you what I mean. So basically today I'm doing logic gates, so OR gates, exclusive OR gates, AND gates, and NOT gates, and that's it. That's pretty much it. But what I've seen, what I saw was they'd have a redstone lamp there, and then they would have the redstone dust there, just like this, and have it hooked up to the redstone lamp like that, and just have, actually they wouldn't even have a block, that's how bad they are. They just have two levers, and they would say, so see here, if you turn number 1 on, the redstone lamp turns on, and if you have both 1 and 2 on, the redstone lamp is still on. And if you turn number 1 off and you have number 2 on, the redstone lamp's still on. Then if you turn them both off, then it's off. There's no, it doesn't stay on. And that was good while I was getting my head around it, but after that I was a little bit stumped on how I could use it in some situations, like for a Jeb door or something, you know. So basically that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. So here I've got my OR gate hooked up to a little contraption I made earlier. It's just a very simple Jeb door. I'm not known for my ability to build. I'm really not. So don't hate on me for that, because I know it's bad. I mean, that's just terrible, but we'll get to that later. So basically, if I've hooked everything up right, which I'm pretty sure I have, this is just an OR gate which is hooked up to this Jeb door. So you click the button, in a second it opens, then you walk through, and then there's another button, and it works from either side. And basically how it works is you click the button, this redstone dust gets powered, which powers this redstone dust, which turns this block, which goes into this block and turns this torch off. And when that torch is off, the pistons are retracted. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold. Sorry about that. So this is basically a NOR gate. It's an OR gate, but it's also a NOT gate. It's called an OR gate. So when the output is turned on, the pistons are turned off. It's opposite. That's why it's called a NOT gate. If I wanted it to be true, so that when I turn the output on, the pistons extend, all I have to do is delete this bit of redstone here and put a redstone torch here, and that is a NOT gate by itself without anything else. This is an example of a NOT gate. Here, I'll show you over here. And yeah, I'm using a redstone torch for this because it's a simple one, because this won't need much explaining. If you put a redstone torch on any side of a block, even the top, if you want to go, if you want to go up in a straight line like this, it can be done with torches. I had there. Hold on, I'll just get them on the same state because I just realised that torch is turned on and this one's turned off, so I'll just even it up a little bit. Alright, so basically, if I put a bit of dust here, now both of those torches are turned on and we haven't got an input going into them. But if I put a lever here and I turn the lever on, both the torches turn off. So this one down the bottom here, if I take that torch off, this is a NOT gate. When your input is turned on, your output is turned off. And obviously if you put two of them in a row, like that, then when you turn your input on, your output will turn on also, because false plus false equals true. You know, a minus times a minus is a plus. All those basic rules. But anyway, so that's it for OR gates. Now we're going to move on to exclusive OR gates. Because let's say, for instance, I don't want to have a button here. I want to have a lever. If I just put a lever here, one second, I shouldn't have deleted this redstone. If I put a lever here and I switch the lever on, the door opens. But if I go to the other side and I put a lever here and I turn it on, it doesn't shut. You know, I can stand here all day doing this and nothing's going to happen. So we're going to change this into an exclusive OR gate. And don't worry, they're very easy to build. Oh, and if I didn't show you how to build an OR gate, it's very easy. You just have 3 blocks with a line of redstone across the top of them, and 1 bit of redstone going out of the middle block into whatever you want to be powered. And then you just need 2 inputs going into them. You don't need to have repeaters. You can just use redstone dust. That works too. I just use repeaters because it looks nicer. And then see how because this is turned on, this bit of redstone gets turned on too, because it's all hooked up in a loop. If you use a repeater, that doesn't happen because repeaters only go one way. But anyway, now we're going to turn this into an exclusive OR gate. And all you need to do is just use whatever block that you want to build with and just make a 3x3 and leave this block out. It has to be hollow. And what you're going to do is you're going to put dust there, there and there. Delete this dust. We need that block there. And then you're going to put a torch here, 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 here and here. And then all you need to do is put 2 repeaters, 1 there and 1 there, and that's your OR gate. Hold on, I'll just turn this lever off. Right, sorry, that's your exclusive OR gate. That's it, finished. And if you need to pause the video and have a look at it, there is a bird's eye view of it. Alright. So basically, the way these things work is they're very cool. If I put, I'm going to use 2 levers, number 1 and number 2. Now, as you can see, if I just put a bit of redstone there, we have the pistons are still extended. So if I go over here, they're extended, and we have no output. But if I flip this lever on, but if I flip number 1, we have an output. Oh, whoops. And if I flip number 2, we don't have an output. But if I leave number 2 flipped and I unflip number 1, we do have an output. So, in case you're not catching my meaning, I'll show you over here. If I flip this lever, the door will open. And if I flip this lever, the door will shut. But if I unflip this lever, whoops, the door opens again. And then if I unflip this lever too, the door shuts. So this is very handy if you want to build, like, I don't know, a series of Jeb doors, any type of door. This is very handy for. A lighting system, an item sorter if you want to be able to turn the sorter on and off. I don't worry, I'm going to be doing some designs for these things in later videos. Now that's pretty much. Oh, and also, sorry, if you want the not version, where when you have when your input is on, your output is off, all you have to do is put a torch here, and it makes a not gate. So now, hold on. So now when we actually turn the lever on, the pistons extend. Yeah, so they're pretty cool. Now the last thing I'm going to show you is an AND gate. And I don't use these too much, but it's still a logic gate, so I thought I'd cover it. What have I done here? Oh. Sorry. I need it to be a NOT gate. Basically, I'll just throw a torch on there. When you step on the pressure plate, oh sorry, I didn't explain what an AND gate was. I'm a fool, just bear with me. So an AND gate means you have to have input 1 and 2 turned on before you have an output. So input 1's on, but there's no output, see? This is the output. But if input 2 gets turned on, we have an output. But if either of the inputs aren't on, or neither of them are on, we don't have an output. And I was trying to think of an instance where you would use this, and the only thing I came up with in the 10 minutes that I thought about it was a passcode door where you have to stand on the pressure plate and you have to throw something with passcode. The passcode I made was the world of Redstone. And I will have a tutorial out for passcode doors in the next couple of days. And you stand on the pressure plate, and that's your input 1. See, input 1's on. 2, sorry, 2. Input 2 was on. See? And for input 1 to be turned on, you have to throw a redstone dust that says that is named the world of Redstone onto, and not fail, sorry, onto this block right there. And then the door will open. And then you can walk through, and to get out, I just put a pressure plate there, you know. And then you can enjoy your treasure, whatever you want. It can be a secret passage, it can just be a normal door. But I have all my diamonds back here. Yep. Hacks for days. But anyway, that's pretty much it. And there will be a world download if you guys want to check out any of this in the description. Basically, every redstone, all of the let me say this differently. All of the redstone circuitry is out in the open here. I haven't hidden any of it, except for the passcode door, which is down here. So basically, this is the smallest way to build a passcode door. You don't need this bit. This is the whole passcode door. And I will have a tutorial out for this in the next couple of days. Basically, what this does, this bit here, is that when you put a piece of redstone dust, this is a chain of hoppers that goes all the way up there. And when a piece of redstone dust goes in there that is named the world of Redstone, I'll put in stack. You get an output, and this output turns this torch off, which turns this torch on, which turns that torch off, blah blah blah, all the way to the top, where this torch gets turned on, which powers this line of redstone, which is your input 1, input 1, and this pressure plate is input 2, and when both of them are on, the door opens, But as soon as one of them turns off, the door closes. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, I hope you enjoyed, and comment down below if you need me to go into any more detail over anything. I'm quite happy to. And suggest some ideas for my next video. Alright, everyone, have a good day, and I will see you next time.